comment that it's like summer camp for sailors to meet people is just spot on. Over the years, I've met a lot of people that otherwise I would never have got to meet, and it's a lot of fun getting back with them and sailing with them and learning about the boat and where they sail.
I'd say one of the things I've always liked about BNAC, and I'm not even a boat owner, is how helpful everybody is. Like, I've seen Jimmy fiberglass a boat in Connecticut at BNAC when it had a hole in it, to talk to people about the boat and how you sail, how you race, everything, pointers, tips, all of that. I feel like every BNAC I've gone to, I've learned something new. And I've heard that from a lot of other people, and they change their rigging, they change the way they sail. We're all just getting better together. And I think that's a pretty cool thing about the class, because not all classes are as openly helpful during, a championship regatta with each other.
I can certainly attest to that. I couldn't believe all the tips and advice I got on the water, and after the races last year. It was overwhelming. It was more than I could process, that's for sure.
Now,
Larry, do you want to maybe just talk a little bit about your yacht club there and previous events? And
Yacht Club itself is an old club. It's been there for a great number of years, and over the years they've sailed a number of different boats. Many of them are very old. The lake used to be a destination city for people from Chicago to come in the summertime by train. And it's kind of how it got started. It's reasonably close to Chicago. It's closer to, well, it's closer to Detroit than in Chicago, but a lot of people came from Chicago. Now, a lot of the people are from Ohio that live on the lake or have a cottage on the lake, as well as Michigan. They had raced over the years a great number of Hobie Cats, Interlakes, Rebels. We at one time had a very large Buccaneer fleet. The club is limited to 100 members. It's a small lake. It's about 3 miles long and about a half a mile wide. It runs from west to east. The prevailing wind is out of the northwest, as all the prevailing winds are here in southern Michigan. It's a nice lake. It's clear water. You can see bottom out probably 20 feet down. And let's see, by the time the fall is there may be some floating weeds to get on your rudders, centerboards. But it's going to be very nice. I think you'll find it delightful.
I know it's impossible to predict, but would you think the average winds are there? I mean,
that time of the year, we're looking at winds of 10 to 12.
Okay.
They could be lighter, they could be much stronger if we get a storm in. A lot of the times in the fall, we'll get the kick out of the hurricanes that come through Texas in that area. The winds will come that far north.
Okay.
And those are extremely high winds. We probably would not sail that day. It's going to be cool and crisp, but the water will still be warm. But traditionally, 10 to 12 should be a good breeze. We don't usually have what's known as a sea breeze. We just wait for the prevailing wind to pick up.
What do you consider warm water? Do you have a...
You'll be able to walk in it barefoot, but it's nice. It'll still be nice. About half the boats for the club will be out by then. So we'll have a lot of open area. Your boat will be on some kind of tar surface area, like blacktop, and you can just roll down to either the hoist or you can hand push it in with a dolly.
Okay.
Not a deep water launch, so if your trailer doesn't break away, we'll have to lift it off if you do launching with a dolly.
Okay. There is a due date for registration, correct? 26th, is that right?
Registration remains open until the 26th, and we'll cut it off at that point. We have to order food, and we have to order shirts and everything. So the first day, the Thursday races will be like any practice race. It'll be a practice race for anybody that wants to get familiar with the lake. It'll be practice race for our race committee. They've got to really be on the ball. So it'll be a good experience for both us and for them. A lot of boats are coming on Wednesday And there's no reason why anybody can't sail on Wednesday and go out and enjoy themselves. Launching there is quick and easy. You can leave your boats in the water overnight if you'd like. We can accommodate those if you want to. In the sailing instructions, we do address changing crew. It has to be approved by the class. We address changing sails, which has to be approved by the class. The cutoff for A or B fleet, I think, is noon on Thursday. We need one more B fleet boat. The Friday races, we have the lake to ourselves. The Saturday morning, we have the lake to ourselves. Saturday afternoon, we'll be joined by, there'll be a Sunfish Regional that'll be starting third. Our A fleet starts first, B fleet starts second, Sunfish will start third. And I'm not sure, they will have Rebels and Wayfarers, and I'm not sure what the starting order for those two are going to be. We're trying to convince the race committee to have a separate course for the Sunfish versus our course, because I don't want our boats waiting for them.
Is there a cutoff time for the last race to start on Friday and Saturday?
I think it's going to be 5 o'clock. Gives you an hour and a half to get your boat ashore. We'll have a happy hour starting around 6. And then dinner will be at 6:30. And then the class meeting is at 7:30. They're all on site.
So it sounds like it take very long to get from the course back to shore.
Probably 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You know, more than likely it'll be 10, 15 minutes. The hard part is always getting your boat out of the water. You know, you always have a line. The Thursday night dinner is just a half a mile west of the club. It's just down the back road. Real nice little restaurant on the lake. Pretty place. So that's really close as well. We have no activities other than maybe a happy hour for Saturday night so everybody can just chill. Sunday, the last race, no, I don't think any race will start after 12 o'clock, I think is the time they have.
Yeah,
Right.
that's that.
The sailing instructions haven't been released yet. The POR has those right now, and I'm waiting for him to sign off on them. We added a couple of events this week and communicating with Hunter over the last couple months. He gave us enough money to have a nice dinner Wednesday night at the club. Easygoing dinner. We've added a brat dinner with sides, beer and wine, soft drinks, dessert. It'll be just easygoing. You can be working on your boat. You can come over and grab something to eat and go back on your boat or do whatever you'd like to do. Nice, easygoing event.
I saw that announcement. That was really great. I'm gonna have to pack my Sure Sales shirt so that I can wear that at the event. Give him some support.
Yeah, we've had several people step up with some donations. We added the lightning trivia round while we're waiting for our dinner on Thursday night. So we'll have some easy questions on Michigan, and there'll be some good prizes. Raffle, probably dream dinner on Friday night. Everybody will be in the room, and so we'll just, you know, make it simple and quick. And then for the meeting, I don't know, Jeff, you run the meeting, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Since Dave's not going to be there.
Yeah, it'll be on site, and I made it right after dinner, and you can delay it or expedite it, whatever you want.
Well, we'll try to expedite.
That's what I figured. I'm all for it.
I mean, if people want to talk about stuff, great, but I'm not a fan of long meetings, so we'll try to get it started on time, get it done, and then enjoy the rest of the evening.
We had a local sailor here in Michigan that, I don't know if anybody heard the Mackinac race. He won the Mackinac race. He's a pretty good singer, but he's got a gig. We invited him, but unfortunately, Bob Seeger cannot make it.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that would have been so cool.
He went out. He won Mackinac,
Yeah.
which is a really big boat race. He's quite a sailor. Might have one of the real early Buccaneer sailors that won. I think he won a second national. His name is Derek Fries. He's written several books. So I think I'd have to go back in the records, but I think he was the second Buccaneer national champion. think Turney and Brown were the first. Jeff's looking at it right now.
I am. I just happen to have all this stuff open because the stuff I've been working on. I've got him down for Derek and Mark Freeze for 1978 when it was in Peakwik, Tennessee. So that would have been the 7th.
7th, okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of the very early ones. Well, I thank you, everybody. Lou, thank you very much for putting this together.